rip him apart while staying out of melee range. Although, Kane's going to start getting pretty warm again. This Jenner of his runs pretty hot. Honestly, my chance to hit is so low here. I'm wondering about just turning off 2 of the medium lasers. Just taking 1 shot, just to strip off a pip of evasion. And then, you know, hopefully next round... Oh, good shot. Hopefully next round, Kane will be in a better shot to get a full volley on someone. And we'll be happy we've saved the heat. Kane would enjoy slogging out in the water a fair bit, especially if you can keep moving. If you can keep hopping around the water, keep getting 6 pips of evasion, you won't mind so much that he doesn't have the cover from Forest, but we weren't quite in a position for that. Okay, our Texas Sumo is just going to walk here to save a little bit of heat. There you go, and he's going to get a decent shot on the Commando. He's a little closer range, and that pip evasion was stripped off by Kane. There you go. Teamwork. We could do a precision shot, but I'll save it for now. And again, if you get a resolve above 50%, everyone gets a +1 to hit, so it's nice to keep it above that, if you can afford it. That, I was going to say, that looks like a lot of shots into the left arm. And that's exactly what happened. I learned it from you, Quill. I learned it from you. I'm so happy that we've named these characters after people in chat. It's so good. I'm actually tempted to make this move with the Vindicator. Maybe even... Okay, if we're moving forward, the hop with like max evasion might be worthwhile. This is our slightly heavier mech. You can take a little bit more punishment. We're starting with 4 pips of evasion and some cover. It's not too bad. And we've got a 95% chance shot with all 5 medium lasers against the hatchet man. If I'm moving forward, I need to make sure I'm doing some damage to the hatchet.
Engage and jump jets.
But I'm okay with this. We could actually do a called shot to like his arm to try to knock it down. But then the extra +4 to hit here, or -4 difficulty, won't help our hit accuracy, so there's no reason to do it now. We're just going to unload.
Firing.
Hopefully they all hit. We did get 1 miss, unfortunately. But other than that, it's all shown up there, and I think, I'm not sure he got unsteady again. Yeah, he is. Okay, so he may have just done a brace to avoid that. He didn't get much shot off there. All right. And still being unsteady means he's going to be a great target for Jebediah. So 75% chance. This might be a time for a called shot. But again, if we can just get a resolve above 50, we'll be much happier overall.
All weapons.
So we'll just unleash over here. Called shots become much more valuable. That's really nice. Ammo explosion takes them out. Called shots become a lot more valuable when you get higher ranks in tactics, because your called shots have a higher chance to hit your target location than with lower...
what can I do for you?
Words are hard. Tactics. I'll take a slight move over here with Kane, just to get 1 pip of evasion. I think it's still not quite optimal. If I move here, I get 2 pips of evasion. There we go, 95% chance to hit. We'll be happy we saved some heat last time, remember? There we go. We can fire all 3. We might have been able to fire all 3 anyway, but we're just going to burn 3. It doesn't have a left torso, so all the shots that would hit the left arm or left torso should go right through to the center torso, making it very likely that we can just wipe them out. Kane gets a kill. Give me that mech. Actually, Kane, if we could get you the hatchet, that would be amazing. I don't know how many body parts we're going to get out of that. No, we're going to... If I could jump right into the water, I would. But I can't. Still, here's going to be okay. 4 pips of evasion with just some light mechs. This is going to be a really easy mission in the end. These guys have full armor, but there's not as many of them, and they're lighter mechs than what we were facing last time. Because of that. Like, the game tries to balance things out, right? So, what's nice about the heavier mechs with less armor is it's actually a really good way to upgrade your own mech fleet. But they tend to be very tough fights. Just because the amount of, like, incoming damage you'll face from A, just more firepower in the mechs, and B, more mechs, tend to make it a lot more dangerous.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Did you see that? Did you see it? Kane.
Ready to rock.
Yeah, Commander.
Let's see here. I mean, I could melee. 90% chance to hit for 55. Well, I can't melee you. But I think the gunplay is still better. I think what we're going to do is just hop into the water over here. Not the greatest hit chance, I guess, because of all the evasion pips. So I can hop in the water here. 95% chance. That's pretty good. And being in the water means firing all 5 medium lasers will not be that painful. This Locust is about to have a really bad day.
Firing all
5 medium lasers, one of which is a medium laser plus that does 35 damage. Yeah, he gets obliterated. No super eject.
Target.
Super eject is on there, but we're facing slightly better mechs that actually have some amount of guts now. so they're less likely to just GG out instantly. That's within medium range. There we go. We'll go here. Move forward a little with the Wolverine. And if we can just keep him parked in the water. I mean, his heat's not bad on this planet. On a desert planet, definitely firing weapons. Yeah, this Wolverine's like, I'm really happy with the design. Again, it's a little weird with the 2 LRM5s. I don't think I had access to an LRM10, which is why it's 2 LRM5s, but part of the idea was also, well, this way I can multi-shot a little bit cleaner.
Receiving you.
I'm gonna hop into the water over here.
Here we go. Acknowledged.
If we take this guy out, then we also won't take any more LRM shots. Left arm destroyed.
Solid connection on that one.
So I wonder who the assassin target is.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, so we're on rocky surface, which means we take more stability damage, but it's going to be okay. Heat's a little much. Let's just go and bring that down. See if Kane can get another kill steal.
Firing on target.
Left torso. So not a kill. He might escape, but no. Again, so these guys actually have guts now. So it's not, they're not just escaping all the time. And he's not technically the last dude, although he has a light mech, so he's still fairly likely to run off pretty quick. We'll just move forward without a jump here, just to make sure the heat management's okay. And we just melt that mech completely. Boom!
Tango down.
And when, yeah, I'm super excited for Mech Warrior 5. Mech Warrior 4 was one of my favorite games of all time. Until, like, you know, modern versions of Windows made it unplayable. I played it through so many iterations. So we're not in combat mode right now. We're just in movement mode until we get a contact, which in theory is going to be somewhere over there. I'm going to stay on the left side here because there's a good amount of force that we can potentially jump into if we're not comfortable being in the water. Most I'm pretty happy about not having having a chance to cool down here. So enemy contact, you know, far in the distance. We need one of our fast movers. Like, hey, how about Kane? He's going to hop forward. Either way, he gets 5 pips of evasion. You know what? It's Kane. He'll be bold. He'll jump into the water. Possibly go wrong. It is a catapult this time. That's what I thought we were going to face last time. Catapult load pair of LRM-15s. Very nice little mech. 65 tons. If we could somehow capture this, this would be our first heavy mech. And it's a pretty good one. It does annoy me that the catapult is a better mech than Trebuchet, or at least a bigger mech than Trebuchet. You know, memes, but what can you do? I actually think starting with Precision Strike here might be really good. We'd really like to leg this guy. We're called shots to the head, but we don't have Tactician, so our chance of increasing that. We could go, it might be tempting to go and strip out his shoulder pods, because that's, I believe, where his weapons are mounted, and actually be in his arms. Because this mech doesn't actually have proper arms. Yeah, no, the weapons are in the arms. So we could focus on that to try to defang him. It means we wouldn't get to loot the LRM-15s, but
Our
might
primary
start with
target
this.
is taking damage.
See if we can generate some crits.
Orders.
Nothing to be done here. Yeah, we'll just jump up as far as we can. Actually, you could wait. This guy might move towards us.
Good to go.
So Artistic Sumo, we'll just reserve for now. Yeah, if you can't move within weapon range, then we won't worry.
Good to go.
Jebediah can definitely do a jump and a fire, though. That's totally okay. Although we won't have opened anything up for crit shots, but this is still going to be good. He's got no cover. He'll take lots of stability damage. Although he's got extra piloting skills, so he's got 3 bars until he becomes unstable instead of just a 2. Alright, so you guys are going to reserve.
Acknowledged.
And reserve. And we're going to hope this guy moves directly towards us. Like that. I think we still won't be in range, but it's okay. Kane doing what he does best. Just soaking shots and not caring.
Waiting for
Kane
orders.
is so like consistently good at getting the evasions. This is a long range. This is like right at our extreme range for our medium lasers. We could do another precision shot though, which wouldn't be too terrible.
Locking in all weapon systems.
And less about doing the called shot part of it and more about just getting the extra 20% chance to hit.
I copy. Giving him everything I got. Reporting. Critical hit.
Eject! Excellent. That's one of the other things I was hoping for. We might be able to force an ejection by just powering through his weapons. I think we may have gotten ourselves a catapult here, my friends. Boom.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Whiskey and chocolate from Fusteri. Hey, thank you very much. I've been enjoying your content for so many years. It's a rare treat to enjoy your streams, though the UpTubs content is great. Keep up the great work and thanks. Well, thank you very much, Fusteri, for just supporting the channel for so long, man. Thank you for watching and being around. This is so awesome, what we do. I just love it so much. Whoo! Hate those SRM tanks do so much damage. Yeah, they do. Even in parts. Let's see here. So we can get 1, 2, 3 catapult parts over here, which will complete it because I did just go and change that setting and reload. And in theory, I think it might also check and give us one of those Shadowhawks. Yeah, the SRM carriers are bad. There's also the tanks that have what, like triple AC-20s? I mean, luckily the AC-20 range is a little less, but...
Commander.
All right. Catapult, an extra commando, a locust, those are things to sell. All right, we keep the catapult. Here's the thing. Oh, I did just finish putting together this new Panther. I was gonna say, if we're talking about like giving someone a new mech here, maybe we sell, you know, some previous one. This Jenner keeps working so well with Kane. I kind of don't want to get rid of it yet. I'm just getting rid of this Panther. We'll send it to storage and we'll probably sell it. Catapult in there. We're going to put the commando and the locust in storage where we can sell them, and that's going to be fine. Let's take a look at our mech bay here and see what we got. I'll have to expand the mech bay at some point. One of the things, hold on, before I do anything else, I actually am going to go into the store and sell these extra mechs so we actually have some money. Oh, sell. There we go. So sell, yeah, just some fairly light mechs. Boom. I mean, we're still not rich, that's for sure. I guess it may not give us credit for the Shadowhawk until we get another Shadowhawk part. But that's okay. All right, so we have a little bit of cash to do that. It would also be nice to start another engineering upgrade now that we've got a little bit of money. We could consider expanding the mech bay here so we can have more battle mechs available. If we're gonna do some flashpoints, that actually might be really nice. It does give us more tech points so we can repair faster as well, which is good. It's a little cheaper to go with just the repaired power conduits. It's like half the price for, you know, 2 tech points instead of 3, which isn't bad. We can get morale boosters and things too, which is all really nice. I don't know if we need more mechs kicking around, to be honest. It might just be better to get this just for faster repair rate of the mechs we do have.
Roger that, Commander.
Boom.
I'll get the crew moving.
I sold the fire starter? I thought I sold commandos and a panther and a locust. I thought I sold 2 commandos, a locust, and a panther. Oh, well, no, that sucks. I'm sorry. Because, yeah, we would have wanted you in the fire starter. You'll have to keep running the Jenner for now. Let's take a look at this catapult here. Now, this catapult, this looks like the sort of thing we want to get Jebediah on. Because, I mean, this seems like the sort of thing that's designed for a Kerbal. In fact, if we could maybe even get you like a pair of LRM 20s or something, that would be kind of sexy. I'm going to start with the jump jets. And by jump jets, yeah, I guess we end up with a trio. I could buy another heavy jump jet. I guess I will. Now, the problem with heavy jump jets is that they are, well, they're more expensive, and I think they're a little heavier or something.
New equipment available.
You can get your leg mods just for better, like, death from above stuff. Do more damage, take less damage. What's a heat bank? More thermal heat collection, increasing the threshold which internal damage occurs, thus boosting sustained weapons fire capability. Ah, okay, so this doesn't sink heat faster, it just lets you have more heat without having a big problem. That's interesting. We could consider looking at something like that. All right, I do like jump jets. We don't actually use it that much with the LRM mechs, but it still helps get in position, right? So, you know, just for symmetry. I'm gonna do this. There we go. I'll leave them there, because then we don't have to replace them and whatever. And mechs, you know, some mech design did actually have the jump jets, you know, in their shoulders and backs and things like that. You don't need a ton of armor. That is true. We don't have another LRM-15. Let's see if they've got one, especially if they've got a plus version, or even an LRM-20 plus. They have an LRM-15. They have an LRM-10 plus plus with bonus stability damage. I don't know. I think I'll just... Do we just want to save money? We've got the LRM-10 now. And a 5. I mean, as long as you've got the slots for it, I'm pretty sure... See, the LRM-15 weighs 7 tons. The 10 weighs 5, and the 5 weighs 2, so that's 7 tons. It's exactly the same. In terms of heat, it's 10, 6, 14. Okay, so a 10 plus a 5 generates a tiny bit more heat than just an LRM-15. That being said, they are mostly equivalent. In terms of ammo, we have 240 rounds right now. Each volley uses 30, so that's what, 8 full rounds? I could definitely see us, I can see why they had an extra couple of racks of LRM ammo in here. In terms of heat, we're fine. We heat sink way more than our Alpha Strike. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is throw another LRM-5 over here. Yeah, ideally I think I'd like a pair of LRM-20s. But, we don't have that, so we're going to have to go with the budget version. So if we do this, and see, like, it's lowered our armor a little bit, but we're going to be such long range, I think it's okay. I think we go with this. I think this is going to be a great beast. So 2 of these guys and a couple of close-up guys. One of which may be more tanky and one which may be a little bit more scouty. I don't know, but that's pretty good. I don't have... There are some new technologies. They're quite expensive. They don't sell it here. I think it's TLS or something like that, which you can install and gives you more accuracy with all of your missiles all the time. So we'll have to be on a lookout for that. Still, I think this is a fine design. Heat-wise, we're still sinking more than we're generating from Alpha Strikes. Boom.
Right.
Love it.
Get it in the schedule.
All right, what are we looking at here? I think we kind of want to prioritize this catapult, and actually we'll probably prioritize the Blackjack over that Panther, which has been in queue for a long time. But we may not want to take another mission right now, because it feels like we'd really like to have the catapult around for the next one. So I'm curious to see, do we have a travel contract? That's a 3-skull travel contract. Big reward. I don't know if we can take 3 skulls. We do have a heavy mech now, but man... What we might want to do is just fly ourselves to a system that's maybe not as bad, because this is sending us to a 2.5 skull system, which is actually where we were now, admittedly. 1.5 skull. Maybe we go to a 2 skull system, like this one here. It's rocky, so we might get a lot of Highland missions or something like that. I think that might be for the best, is just doing this and seeing what kind of missions might be available here. Yeah, it's a big map. There's a lot of stars. And if you play with the mods, like you play with Rogue Tech, you're gonna get like 1,000 star systems and stuff. It's just nuts. Well, you don't need Rogue Tech. I think Rogue Tech uses something, it's called the Inner Sphere Map mod, I think what it is. And it gives you, yeah, the entire, like, BattleTech galaxy. So, Argo updates about the finish, which is gonna improve the rate at which we rebuild these mechs, which is gonna be very, very, very handy.
Those upgrades you asked for
Go.
are online, Commander.
I might queue up another one. I want to make sure not to overspend so we don't fall into a bankruptcy accidentally. But this recreation center is fairly cheap. And you unlock more by doing the structural repair and the power. Plus, there's certain events that can improve things if you've got those. But I'll take the recreation center to give us a morale boost. You start battles with more resolve. Hey, Sneaky Pork! Can't wait to watch you play the new Civ expansion. Oh, I can't wait either. Luckily, you're not going to have to wait very much longer. I mean, what Civ expansion? I don't know what you're talking about. I deny everything. So how do the factions work? So, I haven't explored that far. This is something fairly new as part of the career mode, which is 1.3.
Out of cash.
If you piss off a faction enough, they'll be sort of at war with you. I don't know what effects those have. If you improve relations with the faction, first of all, you get better prices and stuff like that in the shops, but also eventually they can ally with you, which I think gives you access to their super special shop. Where you can get some sweet fat loot.
Report for you, Commander.
So those are things that can exist. Also, to do certain missions for people, you might need certain relations with them. But I haven't explored far enough into the career mode to really experience that. But it's quite cool. Communist, I actually streamed some Battlefleet Gothic Armada last week. I don't think I put it on YouTube though, so I should definitely do that. Let's visit the store really quick. See if they've got anything particularly neat. They've got an LRM-10 Plus. Arm mod plus for plus 40 melee damage. I feel like we should pick it up, you know, for Kane's eventual melee mech or something like that. We can't. Oh man, I didn't realize I spent all my money. Whoops. Bankruptcy projected in 29 days. That would be the end of the game. So let's do a contract real quick. So yeah, so we got missions here for the Taurian Concordate and some of them for the Federated Suns. What I might do is one of the slightly easier ones here. Martian environment, so that's hot. That's going to be really hot. We're not going to vent the heat as well, which is kind of crummy. Ambush convoy. Sometimes those can be tricky. I think that's going to be okay, especially with our long-range firepower. Even though we need money, what we're going to go for... I mean, there's going to be mechs defending the convoy, so we might want maximum salvage, but with 1.5 stars, it actually might not be very notable mechs. I think maybe what I'm going to do is go here. We'll only choose 2 pieces, and we'll take some raw cash. Usually taking parts does give you much more money, but we'll do this. Okay, we're going to make some changes over here. Dansku, who's already starting to be worked on being another one of our artillery pilots, is going to move to the catapult. We're going to keep Jebediah and his Wolverine. That's going to be fine. Kane, of course, is going to be piloting his amazing little Jenner here. I mean, if it works, if it ain't broke, right? Kane, I do want to get you into something else at some point, I promise. But for now, we're going to keep going with this. Done. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So in this mission, we've got to intercept a convoy of vehicles, and as a bonus, kill the escort. Jenner with melee mod. I don't think that makes much sense. Jenner with melee mod, because its base melee is so bad. You cannot deploy more than 4 mechs at a time. You can deploy fewer if you want, but in the BattleTech universe, 4 mechs is the standard lance, and then they get formed up into, I don't know, battalions, companies, or however the order goes from there. But 4 mechs is the standard in the BattleTech universe, except for the clans, who are a whole other sort of group of factions that show up much later. They're not in the universe, so this is the year, I think, 3028 in the universe. The clans show up around 3036, and they're crazy. They got a whole different types of mechs and things like that. It's a whole nutty thing, and they tend to deploy in stars of 5, which takes a while for the Inner Sphere people to adapt to. The Inner Sphere is where we're playing here. So yeah, we have 2 short-range laser mechs. And then we have 2 long-range missile mechs. So yeah, Martian biome, we only sink 75% of our normal heat. So the hot mechs are going to be hotter.
I got you.
Which is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? And yeah, in career mode, so I'm playing, there's a campaign, which is a really cool story with awesome rewards along the way.
Ready to rock.
In the career mode, oh yeah, this is a whirlwind. It works like a forest. In the career mode, you're free to do whatever. There's a timer. The game doesn't end when the timer runs out, but you can play to try to max out your score. You know, which you get from having earned the most money and found the most mechs and all that stuff. So I think that's the convoy's destination. Yeah, guard, stop them, and then yeah, that's their escape point. So that's their destination that they're going to be going to. So this radiated land over here. We can't actually get a tooltip for it. We don't want to. I think that makes us hot, so we don't want to stand in that. The Lerm mechs sitting up here in this foggy area might be very good, because they're going to have all kinds of cover. There's our enemy contact.
Fire and jump jet.
And then meanwhile, our 2 faster mechs, shorter range mechs, are really going to be trying to act as spotters as much as possible. Move you here.
Moving out.
Kane, I'm gonna try to circle around this way because we're gonna want to spot to see if there's any vehicles in this road up over here. But yeah, this tile here, radiated field. Oh, that's right. It's hard to hit people in a radiated field, but you generate more heat for 2 turns after passing through it. But this also, if Kane's already gonna be running hot and we might not want to shoot as much with him, this is actually a pretty sweet spot to just sit around. But for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move Kane way down here, so we can spot if everyone's gotten ahead. And in fact, look at this. I believe this is probably a vehicle signature over here. Or a light mech, it's possible too. I guess it was a light mech. Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So we got Kane who can go. So I'm going to take a hop to right here. Nice elevated position. And being elevated does give you a slight bonus to hit. Our chance to hit's still going to be fairly low here because of all the evasion pips.
Here we go.
Actually, this is a bit of a mistake. I should have done the thing where I wait, because I would have wanted as many of these vehicles to move without shooting